Hey, Vic,
Hey.
we're back on a flashy new setup. What do you think?
It looks pretty good. Great job there.
Yeah, we literally just got back from Bunnings and put whatever this was together. I was like, yeah, artistic, that's cool. But yeah, our attempt to spruce up our space for this corner.
Yeah.
I feel like there's still room for improvement, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I was thinking maybe we should call it the deluxe side now because we're no longer sitting in a corner.
Yeah.
It's a side.
We are definitely sitting in the side, but the name will remain as.
The deluxe corner.
And on that note, let's play our intro. Oh, did you like that? I made that earlier this
Very
week.
good.
I felt bad using the same music that I use for my YouTube vlogs for this. I was like, nah, this needs its own identity and its own branding.
Yeah.
So I just found whatever free music making program I could find and some free sample noises. I'm like, yeah, good enough. Put it together. That was, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
You can put them together pretty easily, can't you? Using GarageBand or something.
Yeah, something along the lines of free music editing. And how I got to making it was basically just go on YouTube and just searching free music making programs, and they're called DAWs or something like that.
DAW. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I guess there's a large space in between us, I noticed, right? There's a large, as if we were supposed to have a guest. Well, you're in luck. Because do we have a guest?
We do have a guest, and we're looking at him right now.
Come on down. Ooh. Yay. Oh, it's some equipment you just happened to be there. Wow, you just manifested that out of nothing.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, welcome
Hey,
to the
Daniel.
corner. You are our first official guest.
I feel very honored.
You're most certainly welcome. Yes. So, yes. Your name is Daniel.
Yes.
So yeah, let's introduce yourself, please.
So I'm Daniel. I graduated high school last year. And I also go to St. Barnabas Church.
Yes.
Yes,
And
which
how
is
did
where
you
I'm-
start coming to our church? Actually, let's start there.
So it was mostly my parents. And what happened was when I was younger, I went to church with my parents, and then we kind of we were at a different location. And then we changed location to the one that we're at now. And then I guess as I grew up, I went to what was Life Church before.
That's what it was
And then
originally called.
I guess after that, I kind of just grew up into St. Barnabas Church when we changed our name. Yeah.
So you funneled through our youth group program, right?
Somewhat. I wasn't really there most of the youth group program. But I did go to church on Sundays. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I remember you as a kid. Do you know that?
Not
As a-
really.
As a youth or as a kid in the Vietnamese church.
Then do you want to
Like
really
you
expose
were-
your age like that?
You were tiny, and then out of nowhere, you popped up in St. Barnabas and you were like,
Tall? No, I'm not that tall actually.
But you
Yeah.
grew.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I think I'm still the same height I am as like when I was in year 8 or year 9 or something. So I didn't grow. I didn't hit a giant growth spurt.
yeah, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty much the height you will be at from now on.
From-
Welcome to being an Asian man,
Is-
where
is-
most of us are pretty short.
Is this adult lifing? Because I don't know if I'm there yet.
No, yeah, you're pretty much there. Like, you have a job and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, speaking of job, what do you do with yourself during the week
So
after finishing high school?
Yes. So after finishing high school, I was like on during the ceremony of my graduation, I actually got hired from the production company to do some rigging and stuff. And so that was one of the, I guess, the jobs I got. The other job is actually do work at a club as a lighting guy, and occasionally I'm the sound guy. And then I currently work at a music store at the moment as a warehouse manager.
Oh, nice.
And I guess we send product out and everything. So, all the stuff that we have here, I know about. I recommend it, actually.
Yes, actually, for those who are avid fans of the Deluxe Corner, a lot of the stuff that we have now wouldn't be here because of, well, it's all thanks to Daniel. I remember when me and Vin were like, let's start a podcast. I asked Daniel, like, hey, you're a sound guy. What should I do? And then you actually shared that the fact that you have your own podcast.
Yes.
Feel free to plug it in now if you want.
So my podcast is called The Boardcast, or actually without the part, but it's board_cast. And so my girlfriend and I, we actually do the podcast together. And we just talk about whatever comes up during the week. And I guess it's about us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh. So wait, how did you meet your girlfriend actually?
So it was in school. And then I guess ever since I kind of joined into their group in, I guess I'd say late year 11, and then I guess ever since then I've been with that group since still today.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So we still actually keep in contact, all 7 of us, including me. Well, there'll be 7, yeah.
Vin, do you still keep in contact with your high school friends?
A few of them. I feel like I've, as the years have gone by, I've started to let busyness get in the way of catching up with my high school friends. But yeah, I see them at least once a year, if not more. But yeah, I still keep in contact with them through messaging and all that.
Right.
So, which is pretty good because you wouldn't be able to have done that back then. Like it's just, we live in such an age,
MSN?
Yeah, MSN was on your
MSN.
phone back. Like you have to go on a desktop computer in order to access and chat to your friends.
We used to go to
Internet cafes.
internet cafes.
Yeah.
I was like, the
And
bank?
then internet cafes, and then there'd be one guy who's sitting, one guy from our group. He's sitting on a computer, and then he's MSNing, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just chatting with people."
Man, it's dangerous to sign in on MSN on a public computer or something. I'm
pretty
like that's
scary.
like signing in the Apple Store with your Facebook account and leaving it there. That fear.
Well, actually, fun fact, Apple actually wipes their phone at the end of the day. So if you do have your identity on the actual phone, they actually wipe it. And I found that through experience by
As
accident.
in, like they wipe it off your own phone or
No. So
phones
like
at
the
Apple
phones
Store?
at the Apple Store. So at the end of the day, the phones just go whoop and they just reset back to the yeah. And I found that out through accidental experience.
Oh, so did you like happen to log in and then...
Yeah, I logged into FaceTime about 4 years ago at the Apple Store. And then I couldn't figure out a way to log out of the FaceTime because I was trying to FaceTime with the MacBook Pro that I wanted to fantasize of buying.
Right.
So you were testing it out.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh no, how do I log out? And so I asked an Apple employee. They hit 3 keys and it just reset it all itself back together.
I think they would have figured it out a while ago that people keep messing with our products in the store and we need to get rid of it.
It's funny because people go into the Apple Store to check their emails. Or
Yes. And the Wi-Fi is fast.
Yeah.
But people are treating it like a library now, right? So you can go and check your emails, browse Safari or Chrome, and pay your bills and all that. At what point in time does the Apple Store become like a library or some kind of public service thing?
Something you can exploit.
Like I thought they were selling something, right?
Yeah.
I guess they.
But like, can you spend 6 hours sitting there doing your homework?
Yes.
Do they allow that
I've done that before. Yes, I have.
without having to buy an iPad?
Damn, you just
Yeah.
like exploit them.
Well, it's not really exploiting. I've read articles about Apple stores just not caring.
Right.
Like, Apple employees,
okay. So
like,
they don't care. It's
they
it's
don't
not
care.
that they.
It's-
Actually,
Yeah.
I should really ask my brother was a former Apple employee, so he was working there for a couple of years. The one
Right.
in the Apple store in the city, though. So the one
yeah,
that pitched you. Oh yeah, were you there one time?
I was
Yeah.
there.
He served you or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. It was-
You guys knew each other randomly
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was there. Like you were talking, hey, you're the cousin, and I was like, hey, Daniel from church. Anyway,
Yeah, that's right.
so it was just anyway. Sorry,
Yeah.
side story, sidetracked.
Yeah.
Let's get back to
Oh, yeah.
off of our
So what do you
tangent.
do?
Okay. So
Yeah, we just elaborate.
So like before, I do a warehouse management at
the moment.
at the store. That's currently because of the COVID-19. I'm not able to do events and stuff.
Yeah,
Because I guess the capacity of people, and it's not a ticketed thing anymore. Now, if you want to run an event, it has to be ticketed regardless if it's free or not.
Right.
And it has to be seated. No dancing. No, and that's most of the gigs that we run at the club, like dancing. Or,
Right.
And so now that's like, I guess you could call it old media,
Yeah.
because now everything's through live stream because of technology.
Yeah. Well,
Even-
because of the whole social distancing, that's
right.
the reality that we're
Yeah.
facing.
Even our church, we do the live stream for our congregation service.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's very nerve-wracking having to sing and have your voice crack live for
So we
all the
try
people to see online. That's like and now
Yeah.
it's on YouTube.
And also
Yes.
for people to record.
Yeah, I've literally played back a video of my voice cracking during song leading, and then I play that over and over and send it to all my friends.
You just cry.
The reason why I do that is because I want to make fun of myself before someone else does. It's just my defense mechanism. Which
that's good. When you just criticize yourself and you just go, yeah,
yeah, it's able to not take myself too seriously.
yeah.
Yeah. But actually, my next question is to do. Yeah, where do you find yourself in terms of being a Christian? Like if you would describe where you are, how would you describe it in terms of like, do you feel like you have a close relationship with God, or do you identify as a Christian? Like where are you at with your faith?
So I like I said before, I grew up in a Christian family. So my parents were always like, every Sunday you got to go to church. But this is when I was younger. They would always take me to church, and then I would sit through, I guess, the morning service, and then or actually I don't remember if there was that youth group kind of thing while the parents are in the big church, and we were in like the little
Like kids' church,
yeah, kids
Sunday
church,
school,
Sunday,
basically.
that's
Yeah.
right, Sunday school. Yes, Sunday school, and then I grew out of Sunday school into the life church. And then I guess I didn't really want to go church every Sunday, but then I guess eventually, like the consistency and the nagging and all that stuff, I just eventually just go, I'll just come to church every Sunday, and then I come to church every Sunday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's like
Yeah.
kind of like me as well, because growing
and
up.
I try to make time to come to church. So like there'll be Sundays where I'm not there, either because of COVID or not because of COVID.
Okay.
It could be because of work. But now that we've got the congregation online, it feels good to be able to watch it live at home.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
still be connected.
Yes.
Even
And,
if
and be like, hey, IJ's singing on the screen.
oh, let's not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, thanks for sharing. Yeah. I guess we move on to our next segment, Vin.
I don't know what should we press. What is it? What is it?
Oh, click on
What
your.
is the segment?
What is the segment? It's a
segment?
mystery, but the mystery is gonna be made clear.
So,
Yes.
I guess what do you get up to during your spare time? What is something that okay, so you work during the day, you go to church during the weekends.
Yeah.
What's your downtime? What's something that you come home from work and you're like, I want to sit down and
I guess after a great shower, after like a long days of work, having like just catching up on what's social media is like whatever's trending at the
What's
moment.
trending?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Trending.
Yeah,
currently, just for this week, guys, technology is trending this week.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
What's the technology that's trending at the moment?
So there's a company called Nvidia that released a graphics card that's new. This year actually, Apple didn't release an iPhone.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting. They did
Right.
not
They
release.
did not
iPhone.
release an iPhone.
That
this
means
year.
Samsung is winning. Korea is beating America. Is an iPhone an American company? I'm pretty sure it's
I
American.
think
Apple.
so. It's
Yeah,
developed
Apple.
in California. Well,
Yeah.
designed in California,
Produced
Made in China.
made in
China.
China.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what else is there and that's trending in technology at the moment?
Can't really think of anything other than I guess memes. Memes are always evolving.
Can you explain
Memes.
what a meme is?
Yeah,
Because
for the
when-
older people.
like I have an idea of what a meme is, and a meme used to mean something until people started using the word meme in a different way, and now it means something else.
Now it memes. Okay, sorry.
Oh, that pun game.
Um,
Oh, that pun game.
I guess a meme is basically like how. Okay, this is. I don't know if this is like accurate, but like I guess this is my best way of interpreting. You know how they say a picture has a million words.
Yeah.
So a meme is usually a picture, but it can be just like a bunch of text.
Yeah.
And it's just usually a reaction to some line that is based on truth or something that is relatable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like social commentary
Yeah.
on everyday life. Kind of like it's just discussing, like it's poking at fun.
Yeah, it
at
is
everyday
poking
situations.
fun at everyday situation. Like
Or very petty
okay. Yeah, that's
subjects, I think.
Yeah. Because I remember they the whole, like, there was one meme that started the whole, like, the internet meme trend, right? And it came from a website called 4chan.
I don't know about
It was
that.
it was
4chan.
one
4chan
meme,
is
and then
scary,
it turned
though.
into a whole thing, and then everyone started making memes out of like screenshots from movies.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah. It is usually from screenshots of other things.
And usually they're taken out of context, right? Because
Yes,
it could be
yes.
something like totally serious, but then the meme turns it into something ridiculous.
funny and like relatable to people.
Like the Keanu Reeves, the sad Keanu Reeves.
Okay, yeah,
He's
guys.
just having a normal day, and
Name
then
your
people-
favorite memes. Yeah, okay, sorry, keep going. The Keanu Reeves.
Anyways, he's probably just having a normal day, eating a muffin or something, and then someone turns it into
A
sad
subst-
Keanu.
Because he looks so sad looking at his muffin. Okay, what's your favorite meme, actually? Yeah. What is your meme, then?
my favorite meme as of right now. So it is Keanu Reeves, right? But
Oh,
it's
same.
basically, so I think they photoshopped him on a stage, and then there was like the normal size Keanu Reeves, and then there's the little Keanu Reeves, right? Like shrunk, and then basically the shrunk Keanu Reeves is you, and it goes, you asking your mum to go ask the sales assistant for sauce.
Yes. Yes.
Or
that-
basically asking your mum to speak to the
Yeah,
cashier.
because like you just don't want to.
You're like, you're little and you're just
You're
like
little.
behind. So that's the big Keanu Reeves, which is your mum.
But why is it Keanu Reeves though?
I don't know why it's Keanu Reeves.
He
It
was a
looks-
hot meme before, like it's in like he was a popular like celebrity or character that they would put in memes. I feel like that's what happens with memes when a celebrity has a funny photo that goes viral or a funny situation that goes viral, like Will Smith, the Will Smith one of him just being sad after his wife well basically just explained that she was cheating on him.
Yeah.
Well, they knew about him anyway, but like his just reaction that became a meme. Yeah, I don't know if that's helpful for men's mental health, but sad Will Smith was also a meme.
Oh, that was Happy Meal Will Smith too.
Oh yeah, the one with his wife. Oh, that's but that to do with wife.
okay, yeah.
He was happy him showing off his wife, and the second one she cheated on him and he's sad about it. And we're laughing. This is terrible. I'm glad I'm not famous because my pain would be. Ooh, okay.
What's your favorite meme?
I don't know. I don't think I have one. Probably the sad Keanu Reeves is my favorite one. That's why I mentioned it.
Because that's what you mentioned. I know you had like almost, it was like a Vine video, like a short video that Vin loves, and it's this video of like a 6-second clip of a dog. Someone is filming a dog pooping, and out of nowhere, I'm guessing a child comes along, and then just like
Face plants?
looks at the dog and goes, "You're pooping," and then she goes, "Great job pooping," and then walks away, and then Vin will just lose it every time. The little girl goes, "Great job pooping," and he would just be like, just like
The funny thing is, the video was not supposed to be funny. It was just about a dog doing doing a deed, and the girl, his owner's daughter or baby daughter, going up to the dog and slapping him on the back and going, "Great job pooping," and the dog's just looking into the distance, like fully,
like, "Do you mind? Like, I am trying to do something serious here."
And she's just going, "But great job though."
For some reason I can't think of my favorite meme. Like I feel like there's favorite actually me and my roommate Wilson, he has his favorite meme of a cat that, you know, the cat that sits on the table. And then the woman like pointing at it. There's this meme of a woman pointing at a cat, and then the cat like is just sitting at the dinner table like kind of cheekily smiling, if that's even a word, but like he's just smiling like slyly, and then after that like the text will just be like
anything,
could be anything. So it's the woman being like, it's
tomato.
It's tomato, and he's like tomato. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could be anything that just that cat will just do something to make her that upset. And so and I mention it as well because my roommate likes to copy, he likes to think he made up a voice for that, and so he'll always imitate it. And anyway, I got a tattoo of a little cat on my ankle because of him, and it was in reference of that meme. Anyway, and that had another significant meaning.
That's gold. That is gold.
Yeah, so I have a little cat tattooed on my ankle. That's a reference to that meme, which is a reference to him. So I guess that's my favorite meme.
That's a gold.
If I've actually gotten that tattooed on my ankle. But is there anything that you're watching actually lately? Anything that you've been binging on or anything like that?
Oh, actually, yes. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually finished a series called Z Nation.
Oh, where you watch it on? What do you watch?
I'm watching. Oh, I just finished it on Netflix.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yes.
So it's available on Netflix, everyone. Yeah, Katie, show what it's about.
Actually, now I just had a sudden thought. What is currently trending, which involves Netflix, but I'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that.
So it's basically a 5-season apocalypse movie, like a zombie apocalypse movie.
Oh, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, which
Love
got
that
me
genre.
which got me really hooked. Like, who doesn't love a zombie? Like running from zombies and running, like I said that, and just screaming. You know.
Yeah, it does get pretty intense, and
Yeah.
obviously they intentionally make it so that the zombies are almost like.
They're there to get you.
Yeah. Oh wait, but first, describe the zombies. Are they like the ones that are like, and then they're slow, or are they like crazy, like running toward the people?
So they're basically, they're not slow. They're human. So they still have human running capability. The only thing that's different is, I guess, their brain. The only way to kill. So if you like stab them like through the heart or anything, they'll still live. The only way to actually kill them is put a bullet through their head or brain, and that's how you kill them. So you could still slice off their head, and their body, like their face, would still move, but until you kill the brain, I guess. Yeah, and instead of I guess in people in the zombie apocalypse, instead of dying, like, you know how you would grow old and die, you just turn into a zombie. So the only way to die is to guess the brain again.
Oh, wow, that's an intense.
Oh, so it's not like
premise.
You don't get bitten
Oh,
by a zombie to become a zombie.
You can get bitten by a zombie to become a zombie.
Yeah, right.
But there are also other ways of becoming a zombie, I guess, if you're not careful in this world.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like the TV show has helped you to be in some way, does it make you more prepared for something?
Social distancing. I mean, you could be a zombie. You could be a zombie.
Yes, it's just made you paranoid. If anything.
Someone get me that mask.
I'm not
What is that
become
gonna
a.
Yeah.
So, what type of person do you think you would be in a zombie apocalypse survival scenario?
I guess I'm pretty alright to maybe survive maybe a month or two. I mean, I don't want to put that expectation out that I can survive years. I mean, but I think I'm pretty prepared in some aspects. Not that I'm preparing for the zombie apocalypse.
No, but like if you were put in a scenario, so you're putting yourself in these shoes. I'm not saying that this is a literal thing. It's just that if you were, yeah, what role do you think you would play in it? Like if you think back in the characters that you watched, who do you reckon out of the characters and what they do that you felt like, yeah, I would do that and I would be like that one?
Like even me, I think I'd still be too scared to like be the initiative one just to kill us. I'd probably run away. I think I'd run away and
same.
put a barricade between me and that and try to find a weapon. Yeah, I don't think I'd put myself out there going through a horde or something.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That would be pretty scary. I think that'd be way beyond my ability.
Yeah. What about you, Vin? What do you think? What's it in that scenario? What would you be on yourself trying
I
to
don't
do?
know. Maybe go to Woolies and live inside Woolies.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be the same. I would like just lock myself in.
Yeah.
In terms of just finding a place where there's lots of food and supplies.
Yeah.
And then just making that a safe spot. And I think, food takes like what? 1 year, 3 years to expire. Like you'd be set for at least good solid 2-3 years or something like that.
Yeah. But then everyone else would be doing the same thing as well, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, you got to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can start a farm or something. Own some cows.
I've seen that in the zombie, like in the
Oh,
show,
really?
and it's pretty much very sustainable until you trust someone, and then, you know,
I feel like that's
gets
always the
taken over.
problem. That's always the problem in like those kind of zombie movies is there's always one person that screws it up for everyone because they trusted them. They're like, no, save this person. And it turns out they're like they
trying to
just
take over the
betrayed or
farm.
or they have an ulterior motive to destroy the main character. So, but then that's what makes the movie interesting, or the series interesting. But
yeah, and they're also in the show. They're also trying to transport a guy who was pre-ejected with like a test of the immune vaccine. And they're trying to transport him to a lab in California to make a vaccine. And without spoiling it too much, that is pretty much the show. So just the different episodes is what was in their path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To get the guy.
To get Murphy to the.
So it was like
the lab.
traveling.
Yeah.
It was like hardcore delivery boy.
Yeah. Uber in the apocalypse with a human.
Yeah, apocalypse
Yeah, okay.
human.
Was Z Nation?
Z Nation.
Was
Z
that
Nation.
made after The Walking Dead?
I'm not too sure. I think it's 2013 or I don't know, 2017, something like that.
Did you watch The Walking Dead?
No, I actually haven't.
Because I feel like that was the
Pretty much
pioneers of zombie TV shows. Although there would have been zombie movies before that.
Vin, did you watch any zombie movies? Or like, what was the last zombie-related thing? That you
The
watched?
Walking Dead would have been my favorite.
Did you watch the entire thing?
I stopped. Yeah, I was really into it the first couple of seasons, and then for some reason I stopped. But yeah, I feel like that was a really good TV show. Yeah.
Isn't that the one where they had like an Asian protagonist that wasn't a geek or a thing? Like he was a cool guy. They depicted an Asian male as cool or something like that. Was that?
Yeah. He's he saved the main character in the first episode, I think.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so he was in the first. Like he's a main character. He's
okay.
part of the main cast.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a good show. What I really liked about it was like zombies weren't portrayed as the enemies in the TV show, but it was just about like zombies became like a daily hazard. And then the show was about how people dealt with people. and how people dealt with people in the
Yeah.
midst of being in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
And the whole
The drama. There's still drama. It's you'd think that they would put set their differences aside and unify, but they're like,
yeah.
no, I'd rather hang with these zombies than with you. Like,
That is pretty much a common thing. They keep saying that humans are more dangerous than zombies.
yeah,
Just because we have minds and we will harm each other, whereas zombies will actually work together even though they're brain dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
And-
more about relationships between people and how twisted people get in the midst of an apocalypse. It's just like a portrayal of how bad humanity can get.
that's an interesting take on a zombie movie.
Yeah.
It's interesting focus.
And as I think, because I haven't seen the whole thing, but like the first episode when you see the main character, Rick Grimes, like he's just this police officer and he's like wholesome cop. And then as the series progresses, as he's, like forced to kill people, as he's forced to deal with like these people who are willing to kill other people, you can see that he's a hero, but then towards the end of the series, you're like, wait, is he a hero? Because he's been through so much and he's willing to do things that heroes are not supposed to do. But then you kind of question it. He kind of needed to do it in order to...
it plays with that tension.
So it's kind of like the protagonist becomes the antagonist. Like towards the end, he's like, oh, wait, he's actually a lot more twisted than you thought.
Dang, that's intense.
Deeper meaning.
I can see why you got into that. That's pretty good. I guess the last zombie movie that I saw was actually a recent one. I think I watched it last year. Chung and Shimon from our church advised it. It's this zombie movie from Korea. And it's called Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
It's not Train to Busan. I've heard a lot of that. I should watch that one.
That has
Train to
2
Busan.
seasons. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. So the premise is that it's a zombie apocalypse that happens in like feudal era Korea kind of like vibe, where it's ancient Korean times. And so they have all those kings and queens and actually a lot of the politics that would go on. And a lot of like kind of the behind the scenes and how the public only perceives what the kingdom and the royals show.
Yes,
but,
and tell them, yeah.
yeah, but then it shows behind the scene the treachery, the backstabbing, and the dishonesty, and how it's just like all like they're just deceiving everyone. And so and then like it seems like the zombie outbreak actually happened because of the king who wanted to live forever ate this plant, and this plant turns you into a zombie. And then throughout the series, it's just like this mystery. I don't want to spoil it because it's actually quite good, but it's just to like the main characters and the main cast trying to find how it happened and like kind of like piecing things together from the person that introduced the outbreak to that community, which then is like rapidly spreading. And the interesting thing is that these zombies only come out at night. So
Yes.
daytime they're safe, but at nighttime they don't like the sun, so they'll run and hide, and they'll just look like dead bodies.
Yeah.
So a lot of the communities that see it, they're like, oh, there's just dead bodies, we'll just take it in our town and we'll
burn
bury them or bury them later. But because they don't do it and they wait till night, the zombies come back to life and eat those things.
Yes.
It's just really like intense because you're like, no, don't, like, because obviously it works with a lot of dramatic irony because the audience knows what's going to happen, but obviously the characters don't. And so it's just like, no, get out, like, just don't do this, don't take it in. So it likes to play with that. But have you seen it?
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's so
it
good.
is. I quite enjoy it. And actually season 2, at the end of season 2, it kind of, it's leading into like this other new character where you're like, whoa, it's even crazier. They're
I'm waiting for season 3 now.
Yeah. So I recommend that one if anyone.
Actually, that is a good recommendation. I think I'd recommend that over Z Nation.
Oh.
Just because the series for Z Nation is 5 seasons, and I don't think anyone would want to torture themselves for 5 seasons.
Right.
But
How many episodes in Z Nation?
I think it's 12 to 14 episodes.
That's not too bad.
But then when you
per
kind of count
season.
up the hours, it's like 45 to
Wow.
50 minute per episode
Oh wow, that's long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
Kingdom's only like 7 episodes long.
per season.
Yeah, per season, so it's not too much for
I think it's only
commitment.
half an hour, which is it's like it's good enough for you to take a break in between.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you guys eat dinner while you're watching zombie movies or eat lunch?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
And
I don't find
affect
it.
you?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't think I lose my appetite that easily, or when it comes to watching gore or stuff.
Yeah, right.
Um,
What about you, IJ? Do you would you watch Friends while eating dinner, or would
Yeah,
you
like,
watch?
I feel like I would. No, I would definitely watch it. Lightheartedly in like if it's something that's lighthearted, then yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely eat.
Yeah.
But if it's something like zombie movies where I feel like I'm a bit more tense because the characters like I tend to be. I react to like kind of horror movies or any or violent scenes. I'm very squeamish or very like jumpy. So
okay.
I try not to have food on me because I'm like
Hot soup?
Yeah. Like hot soup or 2-minute noodles is not ideal when it comes to me trying to watch intense things. Like I can do it. Yeah, it's just like horror or gore. I just for me I can't do it just because.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
How about yourself?
yeah. How about yourself?
Me? No, I like to watch Everybody Loves Raymond while I have lunch or dinner.
Oh, so more
Yeah,
lighthearted
so,
as well.
Yeah. Some
Interesting.
stuff I've seen before. Yeah.
A question for you both.
Mm.
Do you guys? So you've heard of gamer posture, right? But do you guys have movie posture?
Oh.
Movie posture.
So like, let's say if we're watching a zombie movie and where it's like super intense, do you like kind of go to the edge of your seat and just like slouch your back, like what's gonna happen? And when you watch something super relaxed, you just kind of pull back.
Yeah. I definitely do react physically to movies, and at least with scary movies, like I hide. I'll go like this. I'll curl up, or I get really tense, or I'll grab something.
Yeah.
I definitely do get more tense, and with any other movie, depending on if I'm at home, then obviously I'm just like laying down or comfortable. But if I'm in a movie, it's normal. But even when I watch a horror movie in the cinemas, I know I grab my friend beside me because I will never watch a horror movie in a cinema by myself because I'm not stupid. Because I will grab onto whoever I can. I'm like. Ah! And they're like, you got yourself into this. I'm like, I don't care. So that's how I react. Yeah.
Vin?
I don't watch horror movies
Smart choice.
What about
because
like,
I can't
any
sleep.
movies?
No. Any movies?
Yeah, like do you notice that you would have like maybe in a deep conversation like with the two characters?
I just have my seat back and I'm just looking like
Relaxed.
probably don't take too much notice of my posture. But.
Oh, bro, I remember one time we watched Star Wars together. He fell asleep, and what made it funny because we had the recliner chairs as well, so he was like full on laid back, and then after that we were watching it, and it wasn't good, like it was pretty bad, and then the newer Star Wars. Well, clearly not if you were asleep for like a good solid chunk. I just hear like subtle snoring. I'm like, oh, this guy, this 30-year-old guy just fell asleep. Last person that fell asleep in the cinema who I was with was my dad. And now I can say the last person is my friend, my best friend fell asleep next to me while watching Star Wars. And then at the end, he was like, yeah, it's a good movie. I was like, you were asleep.
It was a good movie. I saw the good part. The
whenever it got violent, he's up. He's like, oh. Pew, pew. It was so funny.
Yeah. Oh, that Netflix fact that I was gonna say that was
that's
currently trending.
Mm.
Trending. Netflix is planning in Australia to increase their prices.
I thought they already did that by $1.
No, now it's by 3, I think. So I think the $11.99 price is going to be 15 something.
And what about the premium one that has 4 screens?
I'm not too sure. I didn't read too far in that article, but all I know was I was looking for the plan that I'm currently at, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to pay $4 extra.
Damn, I reckon they knew this. They'll make it really cheap for the first couple of years, and they're like, well, we got them hooked in and signed in. They're gonna be too lazy, so we're gonna bump it
Yeah,
up.
it's either. I guess it's now the competitor market between Apple TV and Netflix,
And Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, and Hulu, and
I-
Binge came out like maybe like a month or two ago.
I just feel like Netflix Australia just doesn't have the range of options, because I find myself whenever I'm bored and want to watch something, I'm just not satisfied with this selection. Do you guys find the same thing?
Yeah, I think I spend a lot of time browsing, although because I spend so much time browsing that I don't end up watching anything, and then my
Yes.
subscription
Yes.
just lapses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I decide just not to pay for it because I realize I wasn't watching anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably happened 5-6 times already. So I've cancelled my subscription and then realize I want to watch something, and then
then you
when I
gotta
do
re-sign
watch it, and then I sign up, and then I realize I don't want to watch anything, then I cancel it.
Yeah. I still have it because I'm supporting a whole network of family members that leech off me. so yeah, I guess I am hooked to some of the Netflix originals, but once you finish that, there's nothing else.
Yeah, the Netflix originals are still good.
Yeah, are good. But in terms of their movie selection, if you want to have a movie night, I find myself not going to Netflix to find. I just go on YouTube and just rent it in the end, because YouTube has
Pretty
a
much
wider.
almost every
every
you
movie.
can rent for like $2.99, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
Oh,
got a
that's
way
cheap.
wider selection. So it's just way easier.
Yeah, I think I heard Netflix has the geo restrictions. That's why you can't watch American shows here. Yeah, like what is that show? The Office. You can't watch that here in Australia because it's on the on the American TV show. So if you want to watch it, you would have to get a VPN.
Oh,
So
I see.
does that
Can you
mean
legally get a VPN? Sorry.
If shows are being licensed in America, does that mean shows can't be licensed here?
Well, I
Is
don't
that
know.
what
I don't know
that
how
means?
the licensing works, but I think what they're doing is American shows should stay on American Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's what I think. But to answer your question, yes, VPNs are actually legal.
Oh, they're illegal or legal?
No, legal.
Oh, so I can legally get one.
Yeah, you can.
I thought they were illegal for some
Well,
reason.
I think in China they're illegal.
Because like I thought it had the reason why there was restrictions. I thought it was because of just region licensing reasons, where like movies are only allowed to air in certain countries because they've been licensed.
That's one. I guess that's one of the exploits people use VPNs for. But think of yourself as a businessman that has to travel and like stay at hotels.
Right.
You don't want to be trusting the hotel's free Wi-Fi to traffic your banking and your files, because hackers can actually like piggyback off whatever data you just sent through there. It can go to them. So what a VPN does is you're actually sending a direct signal to the actual VPN service. But I guess the only trust you have with them is they will say, we don't look at your data. I guess we delete it right after. So I guess instead of going straight to the hotel, you're going straight to the VPN into
Yeah.
the internet.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like an extra point of
Yeah, a tunnel.
travel.
A tunnel.
Yeah, an extra channel.
An extra tunnel.
Fair enough. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was quite a good episode. Yeah, I think we covered a lot.
I think I should just flip the logo upside down because my mic has been upside down the whole time.
Oh right, yeah. Damn. Oh, you have your own.
Yeah, I'm own. I guess
Your own
business
logo.
logo.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. Wait, plug it in.
I guess my business is it's HD. Coming from me. I guess I just do entertainment work.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
basically
we'll
it.
flip it over for you. We'll flip it over. Now we'll flip back. We're not gonna say that. I get a headache whenever the screen's upside down. Flip it back. But thank you
No
for
worries.
joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No worries. Thanks for coming on.
And I guess
Thanks for sharing your life with us.
yeah, sharing your life. It was interesting to get to know, because I think I've had conversations with other people at church who were like, who's your first guest? And I mentioned it was you. And they're like, oh yeah, I don't really know Daniel that well. So hopefully this will give a bit of insight to our church family and to our listeners on who you are, and just to, get to know you.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming along, and thanks for helping us once
Oh,
again.
no, yeah, that's all right.
Thank you for teaching us the ropes on how to set everything up and to
Yeah.
make everything look pro and sound pro, especially
Yes.
sound.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should look at the setup we have right here.
We got.
Well, actually,
Should you want me to just name them?
yes, please name them.
So on IJ's and Vin's mic, we have the Rode Pod mic.
I'm Will Smith. Look at this. I'm doing the shiny thing. All right, bro.
And then obviously we've got.
so what's
the,
it called? A pod mic.
Yes, the Rode
Because
Pod
it looks
mic.
like a pod.
Yeah, looks like a pod capsule, to be honest.
Okay.
And then we've got the PSA ones, which is holding up the Rode Pod mic. So we've got a theme Rode, and then we've got the Rodecaster Pro.
Roadcaster.
And that's
Please
the
sponsor me.
it kind of has a play on word from podcaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rodecaster Pro. And then so this is a 4-channel mixer that can do simultaneous recording or multi-track recording at the same time, and also has a USB line in for phone, and a Bluetooth, so you can actually have a phone a guest. And then obviously
Phone
you've
a
got
guest.
your favorite, your touchpads here.
Oh, so
my
you can
sounds.
phone a guest.
Yeah, so if IJ wanted to connect his phone, he can actually call a guest, or if you wanted to call Domino Pizza and make a prank call.
Oh, I can
Yep.
broadcast prank calls.
Yes, and then I guess my microphone is the Shure SM7B, and then I just have really cheap stand. It's not cheap; it's pretty heavy, and then I've got an extension to hold it up. And that's it.
Cool.
Nice. Well, thanks again. And till next time, you've been listening to the Deluxe Corner.